Hello viewers, welcome to the channel Coach Ship. Today we are going to work on COVID data analysis. We'll be picking this data from John Hopkins GitHub repository. So I'll show you where exactly this is. So this is the John Hopkins University GitHub repository. They have updated the data for the COVID over here. So I'll just navigate you through it. So you have here CSSE COVID data. So let's go over there. And you can see CSSE COVID-19 time series. And yeah, so you can see around like 5 CSV files here, right? So these files consist of the recovered, death and the confirmed CSV files, and like you can see all these are updated like yesterday, so they update on a daily basis. So we have the updated data set whenever we are working for. So since they have for US and also global, so I think it would be better if we go for global data here in itself. So I'm opening this. So this is how our data set looks like. So you have province, state and country, region and latitude, longitude, and we have different dates. So basically they're all provided with counts, right? We have 1, 3, 4. So what we are going to do is we are going to scrape this data from here. So let's flip back. Okay, yeah, before that I'll just tell you how exactly we are going to come up with COVID graph. It would be something like this. This is how it's going to look like. So you can see here on the y-axis we have number of cases, which is basically cumulative, and we have day. So this is how our graph is increasing from 0. So you can see the numbers which is projected over here, right? When the graph is increasing exponentially, you can see that they increase in numbers as well. So this is basically created using the GIF package in R. So let's get back to our analysis. So before starting any work, usually we upload, or rather load the packages. So here I'll be loading gganimate and also tidyverse and library reshape 2. GG themes as well. And yeah, the most important is GIFSKI, and we would also be needing AV. So these are the packages I've installed. I'm going to load right now. So I'll be running this. Okay, seems that the package are loaded. So guys, by chance if you guys are facing any problem with loading the packages, you're getting any error as such, please make sure that you install the packages and then you load it, because here in my system already the packages are installed, so I'm just loading it. So, and the next would be so yeah, we are loading the data from John Hopkins GitHub repository. So yes, so like you can see here, I'm creating a new data set called confirmed cases, and we are reading the file wherein we are giving the location. You can see, so here I'm giving the COVID-19 confirmed global CSV, and I'm reading it, assigning it to confirmed cases, and the same goes to the death cases as well. So the location here it's mentioned as death and recover, and we are reading it from the recovered CSV. So I run this. So yeah, We have the data set created over here. You can see the confirmed cases. We have province, state, country, latitude, longitude. This is how our data set looks like, and the same goes to the other two as well. And now we have to do a couple of cleaning over here. So like you can see, we have too many columns, right? So I have the dates which is given in different columns, so I would like to see them in a single row. So for that, what we do is I'll call upon the confirmed cases, again, select and not include latitude and longitude. So the next thing would be is I'll be using melt, which is a reshape to function, calling upon id. So here I want the country, region. Province, state. Okay, I should run this. So you can see the number of observations is increased here. So when I look here, so we have country, region, province, and we have the date variable. There are all the columns, whatever it was there in the previous data set, right? So it's been put into rows, and we have values accordingly. So what exactly we have done is, with the help of melt function, we have kept the country, region, and the province, state as it is, and all the other columns has been dropped as rows. So it doesn't just end there. Confirm cases again. Confirm cases. So I shall be grouping by country, region, variable, summarize, confirmed. I'll be creating a column called as confirmed, and I'd like to sum the value. So this is what we have done. Seems like country spelling is wrong here. COUNTRY, that's right. So yeah, we are good. Okay, so I shall open this. So yeah, this is what it looks like. So we have country, region, variable, and confirmed, right? And the same concept will be applying for the recovered and death as well. So I already have the code which is written here. I'll just copy paste it because I really don't want to waste my time. So yeah, that's it. So let's run this. So you can have a look at the death data set. This is what it looks like, right? That's great. Okay, and now we will have to rename the columns. So using the call names function, I'll be calling upon the confirmed cases, assign a list. The first column would be country, and I would want date, And for confirmed, I would want the confirmed column. So this is what it's going to look like. So I shall run. Okay, now I'll open the data set. So like you can see here, we have country, date, and confirmed. So they're exactly the same thing we would be recreating for the death cases as well as the recovered cases, right? So death cases, and instead of confirm, we shall assign death, and here recovered cases, I shall assign recovered. Okay, seems like that should be fine. I should run this. So let's have a look at the death data set. Okay, recovered. That's nice. And the next thing would be our work is to merge all these columns that we have created, because we need everything in a single data set, right? So for merging, merged cases, merge confirmed cases data set, and I'll be merging along with death cases. So by dot y equals c by country and date. Okay, merge confirmed cases, death cases by dot country c equals this. So I shall run this. I'm not able to see the log. Okay, seems like it went fine. So I'll just copy this, because I have just merged only the confirmed cases and the death cases, but then we still have recovered cases left, right? So here in this data set, we have already merged confirmed and death, and we have a data set called as merged cases. So I'll be merging that again with the recovered, again by country date. So okay, so you can have a look at the data set here. So this is what it looks like. We have country, date, and we have confirmed death and recovered in a column. And the next thing that I would want to do is, like you can see, we have date in this format. So I would want it to be represented in a proper format. So format date. So this is something I think we already know how to do this. So I'll be calling upon merged cases. So date column, right? And assign as date to it, calling upon merged cases and date column again, and I'll be giving which format I'll be wanting the date to be represented as. M, D, and Y. Hopefully this should be fine. Okay, so let me have a look at the merged. So now you can see that the format is changed. We have year, month, and date. That's good. And now we have to summarize the data set. So let's look into that. Summarize the cases by date. Okay, so I'll be creating a data frame called as df1, and I will be calling upon merged cases, group by date of course, and we'll be using summarize at, because we will be summarizing all the variables which are present in the summarize at arguments. So we would like to summarize. Why did that go there? Okay, we would like to summarize confirmed, recovered, and death. So yeah, we need the summation of those. Okay, so I shall run this. Okay, df1 is created. We'll have a look into it. So like you can see, we have grouped by date, and we have summarized the data for confirmed, recovered, and death. Okay, and the next thing that we would be doing is we'll create another data set called dff. We'll create a data frame. Basically, I would want to append a row So I'll tell you why exactly we're doing this. Apply. I don't want the first column in df1, sorry. This second, and I would want to see the difference. So yeah, so what exactly we are doing is, so we have this data frame called as df1, right, wherein we have death confirmed, recovered, and again, it is date confirmed, recovered, and death. So it is starting from 22 and the number of cases itself is so much. But then I want to, when I'm creating a graph, right, it should start from 0 point. So for that, I have to be including the 0 values as well. And also I'm creating another 3 variables which will help us give the difference between these columns itself, and we'll be able to come up with the new cases and the new recovered and the new death cases. So that is what we are doing. So first let me run this. Okay, so let's have a look at DFF. So this is what our DFF looks like. So these values are nothing but the difference between this row and this row. The difference between 555 and 654 is nothing but 99, and the difference between 28 and 30 is nothing but 2. So this is exactly what we have created using this apply and rbind function. So to be more clear, I'll just assign the column names for DFF. The first column is new, and the second column is new recover. The third column is new death. Okay, so we shall run this. Okay, again let's have a look into the data set. So yeah, we have given the column names and it's displayed here. Okay, now everything said and done, the last step that is still left out is we have to combine all the columns. So for this we'll be using the cbind function. df1 and dff. So yeah, okay, let's have a look at df1. So this is what our data set looks like. Okay, and the next thing that we would be doing is we need to stack the columns. So what we are going to do is, we are, see here in dff1, if we have a look, we have date and confirmed, recovered, everything which is given in column format. So we would want all these variable to be represented in a row format, and these values should go in a column. So for that, we'll create another data set called df2. We are creating a data frame, and my first variable would be date. Replicate the df1 date, comma 4, and the next column would be cases, which is basically the values. So again, I'll call upon df1 confirmed. Okay, okay, and let's create another variable called as state. Again, replicate them, confirmed, deaths, and new. And all these are applied for each rows of the df1. So yeah, so we are creating date, cases, and state. So let's run this. Okay, our df2 looks like this. So you can have a look at df1, which was looking something like this, and we have df2 wherein all the cases are put in a row, and the same goes to the state. So our state consists of confirmed, death, and recovered values. And now the last thing that we are left to do is, not last, still we have lots to do. We are supposed to retrieve the date, the maximum date. For that, the last value updated basically. So I'll pass a value called as last date. Maximum df. Okay. So we'll run this. So let's have a look at the last date. I think the last date is 2020-04-23. That's okay. And now the final thing that we are yet to do is we have to define the plot. This is our final stage. We are done with preparing our data set for the plot. So let's prepare the plot. So plot, ggplot of course, and we are using the df2 data set. X column for date, by cases. Group is equal to, we are grouping it by state, right? And also we need to color for each state, plus what are we left with? Geom line. Okay, let's have a look at this. This is not the final thing which we are creating, but let's definitely have a look at this. So yeah, you can see here, this is what our initial stages of creating a ggplot. We have not yet animated, we still have lots of lines of code to add in. So let's get back. So we have added geom line, and we'll also add geom segment. So here AES again, aesthetic, extend the X for maximum date, Y end till cases, okay, and the line type to color equals blue. Geom point size equals to 3. Okay, so you can see here, we can see that iteration of the points, how it is going to be raising. So when we create a gganimate, this is exactly how the graph will be tracing itself. So yeah, plus geom text max date plus we'll have to be sprinting it. So percentage 5.0f should be fine. In cases, I'll tell you exactly what this function does. So h just like we already know, it helps in horizontal orientation of the text. Okay, transition reveal for the date. So we need to transit based on the date, right? All right then. Now I shall run this. So you can see here, we can see a rendering over here. So what exactly this is doing is, since we have used a gganimate function, right? So it's going to take quite some time for that graph to render in itself. So you can see the ETA time here. Okay, seems like it's done, so we can have a look at it. So I don't think I'll be able to expand it, but we can have a look. If you guys can see the graph, it's increasing exponentially, right? So this is exactly what we wanted. So yeah, we are done with our most coding. So to spare some time, I'm just directly putting the chunk of code over here, the remaining code. I'll just explain what each of them is. So we know what exactly the transit reveal date is, and we are also including the view flow to clip off the by assigning it to clip off. So what this exactly does it, so when our graph, this helps in displaying the complete numbers over here. So if we don't include this particular function, the numbers which are running here will be clipped off. So that is added, and we are naming the x lab as day and y lab as the number of cumulative cases, and we are giving a title, the evolution of, I'll give here COVID cases as of the last date. So here, since we have used a paste function, the evolution of COVID cases as of time comes here, and the last date is represented here, right? And the next thing would be, we'll be entering the drift we want from minus x mode to plus x mode. So it should enter from -1 and it should exit on 1, and the theme is given classic, and these are the theme legends whatever that we have assigned. So let's run this. Okay, seems like it was run. Now the final step is we have to create animation. So for that, I'll call upon animate from gganimate, and the value is being assigned to plot, right? And I shall give the FPS equals 5, renderer equals to AV renderer. So COVID cases evolution. So we need an MP4 file. So MP4. Alright, I'll run this. I really hope that we get this now. Okay, you can see the file is rendering over here. Let's wait for some time. So we have another 18 seconds. Okay. Okay, now you can see, guys, we have created an MP4 file format with the GIF package. So you can see the numbers increasing exponentially. Okay, that's nice. So this is exactly what we have created in today's video. So I hope you liked it. If you have any problems anywhere in the code, just drop a mail to me. I'll provide my email address in the description box. So keep supporting me, and if you like it, please like, share and subscribe. See you guys in the next video with another exciting data set.